is February 5th, 2023, and it has been about 4 months since I last stepped on stage. And in those 4 months of my off season, I have just been trying to put on size. I've gained a substantial amount of weight, but good weight this time. Unlike every other time where I've gained weight where it's all like complete blob. This has been a lot of muscle and a lot of good size. I'm starting this prep at 191 pounds, although my shape now is just so much different at 191. This is 191 pounds in May of 2022, and this is 191 pounds now in February 2023. I've got a much better starting point for this prep, and now I've got 4 months to go, and I'm going to do 3 summer shows this year, starting with June 3rd in Boise, Idaho. So I have got 4 months. Let's see what I can do in 16 weeks. Just starting week 2 of prep, and it is coincidentally Super Bowl Sunday. So while the rest of the world is watching the football game, I just pulled into the gym here. No time to dilly-dally. I'm now 3 weeks in. The progress at week 3 is so much more noticeable now than it was the first time I did it. And I attribute probably most of that to just starting in a better spot this time. I am going on a cruise next week. There's temptation everywhere. It's just a free-for-all, all over the place. And I know myself well enough to know that no matter how disciplined I am, doing something like this it's beyond my capabilities to restrain myself. I'm on a cruise ship and in the sauna right now. I just got done working out. There's just so much good food here, and the drinks are out of this world. So I'm just going to not miss a workout. There's too close into a contest to be skipping a workout, so I gotta stay on top of things. But my coach did say to enjoy myself. Most important thing he said was to just keep drinking water. So 1.5 gallons every day. That's what I'm doing, having a good time, and hope I'm not doing too much damage. The dolphins. Just jumping around all over the place, tons of them. Well, I've been back home now for about a week, and I am honestly shocked that I didn't balloon up while on the boat. When the week was over, I had only gained 4.8 pounds. I was really stressing that because, you know, you put in all this work to stay lean and just stay on the plan. And it's like, you know, you gotta live a little bit while you're doing this stuff and enjoy life. It only took 5 days to lose all that weight and then some. So I'm back now, better than I was before I left for the cruise. Anyways, everything is going good. I'm feeling good and energized. So I should be able to rock through the summer just looking like $1,000,000. Last year when I did this, I was on the path all summer, and so I didn't really achieve that jaw-dropping physique until early fall. And so by that time, you know, you're not going out on the boats anymore, and it's like I almost felt like I kind of wasted that good physique because it was cold and I was wearing coats and stuff. This summer, oh man, I'm geared up for that. I'll probably just wear a Speedo all summer. Okay, here we are. I am 5 weeks out from the first summer competition. But right now I'm feeling really good, and I think things are coming together. I just got body fat tested yesterday, and I'm down to 7.2%. I'm on a huge caloric deficit now. These last 5 weeks, this is where the dirty work is. So calories are just, they're fairly low. I mean, for a normal person,
they would probably be like, oh, that's a lot of food still. But when you're burning so much, it's I'm at a huge caloric deficit here. So calories are coming down, cardio is just
really skyrocketing here.
Pounds are disappearing. So every morning I wake up weighing a little bit less. And I can't see it on this video, but the abs are back, baby. After you come from having a six-pack that's really chiseled, losing that is a tough one to swallow. I'm getting to the point where the veins are starting to show up again. You know, one of the only struggles I'm having right now is finding ways to keep the food exciting. Because I'll go for like weeks at a time on the same meal plan, and even when the meal plan changes, it's the same stuff, only typically decreased in quantity. And so it's the same breakfast day in, day out. It's the same lunch day in, day out, same dinner. It does get tedious and tiresome after a while. So you do have to find ways to make the preparation of the food different enough to kind of trick your body into thinking that you are eating something different, even though it's the same ingredients. But right now I feel fairly energetic, and I like where things are at with 5 weeks to go. And so we'll see what I can do. I am just under 4 weeks out. My body fat last week did not come off as quickly as I wanted it to.
I only went down 0.2%
from the week prior. So now I'm at an even 7.0. So that leaves me with a little under 4 weeks now to drop by a tad over 2% so I can get into the 4s by showtime. Apparently it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. Just hope I can get this fat torched off.
This all right here for all of my boss players. And boss players out there in the game, moving like a boss, smooth like a boss. Come on, boss, right? Boss like a boss, talk like a boss, live like a boss, get it in like a boss. I move like a boss, smooth like a boss. I move like a boss.
Coming right down on it now. 3 weeks from today. Good news from the InBody scanner yesterday. My body fat is showing to be at 5.9%. I was a little worried there that it wasn't going to come off and melt away fast enough, but within the span of this last week, I went from the 7s down to the 5s, blew right through the 6s. Things are, they're moving along. The definition is really starting to come out now. I'm bigger than I was last fall, but also leaner at the same time. And there's not much fat left to lose, but I can still trim some of that off, hopefully retain some of this muscle that I put on. I know some of it will disappear, but overall I feel pretty good with where things are at. Obviously, I'm still gonna be one of the smaller guys at all the shows probably, but I like the look of what I'm working with. And I just hope the next 3 weeks brings some more dramatic changes. Let's go.
I'm going through the fire and the flood. I'm pouring my sweat and my blood. Put that on everything I love. I'm doing this for all my brothers. I'm going through the fire and the flood. I'm pouring my sweat and my blood. Put that on everything I love. I'm doing this for all my brothers. I'm going through the fire and the flood.
You know you're getting close to a physique competition when your veins start bulging out of your skin when you're not even doing anything. Like I'm just sitting here and I look like a heroin junkie's dream come true. I'm 2 weeks out and water is up to 2 gallons a day. Sometimes I feel like the body part getting the biggest workout is my bladder. Okay, this is it, final push. 6 days till I'm on stage, so I'm gonna turn it up and keep hitting this 100%. So 172, 60 minutes. Let's go. Okay, there we go. 773 calories, 60 minutes. Good Lord. It's peak week number 1 of 3. 5 days from now, I will be on stage at the Idaho Muscle Classic. A slight change in my programming today because it is Memorial Day, and any CrossFitter knows that Memorial Day is reserved for a special workout called Murph. It's a 1 mile run followed by 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 air squats, and then capped off by another 1 mile run. I think the fastest I ever did this was 38 minutes. So we're gonna see what happens today. So I don't know how my energy's gonna hold up.
Let me go, I'm in beast mode. Break them down, I'm in beast mode. Never fall, I'm in beast mode. Stand tall, I'm in beast mode. Watch out, I'm in beast mode. I'm coming, I'm in beast mode. Don't focus, in beast mode. Like I'm hunting, I'm in beast mode. Track running, I'm in beast mode. Never cease, I don't reload. Hit the target in one shot. When I aim and release flows, I'm an animal letting you know there ain't no much more past 100 to go. My amp's at 11, I'm telling you brethren, I made it to heaven. You're stuck down below.
Okay, just finished Murph. And time on the clock when I came in was 33 minutes and 33 seconds. 3-3-3-3 across the board. I'm feeling really good. Actually, I feel like I still have a lot of gas left in the tank right now, which is amazing. Here it is, 3 days before competition, and I just couldn't take it anymore. My daughter and I just made the most delicious looking cookies. So I got 3 days now. It's kind of self-torture to have made those tonight when I can't eat them until Saturday, but this is my only chance really to have made them, and I'd rather go through the torment right now so I could experience the payoff later. So as soon as the contest is over, these are going down the hatch, baby. So my water intake now has been up so much that it's becoming unruly and pretty much impossible to keep track of using these 20-ounce bottles.
Today I'm at 2.75 gallons.
And it's just too easy to lose track. So I have now started keeping track of my water directly on the half-gallon jug. Just gotta go through 5.5 of these today, that's it, so no big deal. Okay, it's show day out here. It's bright and early, 6:30, 6:45, Saturday morning. The sun is up out here. It's a beautiful summer day here in Boise, Idaho, and I am ready to be done, ready to get on stage, get this over and done with, and then get on to the business of having my my yummy cookies in the car and a spaghetti dinner that my dad is going to make tonight. I got my first coat of tan yesterday and checked in for the competition and got to meet Mike O'Hearn for a few minutes, which was really cool. Got a few pictures with him and that was fun. But I'm feeling good today. Voice is a little bit parched. I got a decent amount of sleep last night, surprisingly. My dog wants to say hi. Hi, girl. Okay, getting my cooler packed for backstage. Got the essentials. I got some rice cakes and some natural honey peanut butter. My absolute favorite before I go on stage, Reese's. I got a chicken and rice meal just in case, and one of these tasty cookies I made the other night that have just been staring me in the face every time I open the fridge. I'm all tanned up and just kind of killing time right now. So I'm here at the Starbucks with a 16-ounce coffee, just kind of killing time and just enjoying this beautiful sunshine. So, cheerio. Just chilling backstage, waiting for my turn. The men's physique is the last thing to go on stage. So I got a little bit of time just to kind of sit here. from the Boise competition, and check it out. Ba-bam! That would be first place over 40 men's physique. I did not expect to get a first place at all. So, I mean, this is just, this is what will keep me motivated and reinvigorate me to get through the next 2 competitions. Just going to enjoy the rest of the night, and then it's right back to the grind tomorrow to get ready for Salt Lake. Just sitting down here to enjoy my protein oatmeal, which is what I get to eat before I go work out. It's the only carbs that I get all day. So I used to get 3/4 of a cup of oatmeal, which was still not enough, but I mean, it was
enough, I guess.
It didn't feel like enough in my head, but now it's down to a 1/2 cup. And this is really the only pleasurable meal that I get all day. I'm just gonna enjoy every little morsel, I guess eat it very slow. I'm going to get my hair cut by my favorite barber in the whole world. His name is Biagio, and he's been cutting my hair for like, gosh, 2 decades now. Since I've got these 3 competitions, he was going to give me a different hairstyle for each one. So I don't know what he's got in mind today, but I just leave my hair into his hands and hope it looks good. Oh, that's awesome. Moment of truth here. Let's see what I'm going into Salt Lake as. I always get a little nervous before I do this. Been a little bit of a process here in the kitchen, and so I've got everything in these little containers all labeled with times to eat them and everything. So it's a little OCD, but I think for anyone who's done this before and traveled to a show, like you're already in such brain fog anyways that you just need to spell it out for yourself so you don't forget. And now that my actual meals are prepped, I'm going to commence the most important part of this whole thing, and that is making all the treats that I'm going to have when the show is over and for the drive home. So I got a big batch of cookies to make up, along with a couple tubs of gourmet popcorn. Come on, baby. I definitely went overboard yesterday on the post-show snacks. Your stomach rules your decision making, even though you can't eat anything. So it's not like you're impulse eating. I was just yesterday impulse baking and impulse cooking. There's no way I'm gonna eat all this. I made it through another week, and gosh, it seemed like this day would never come. On Tuesday and Wednesday, it just seemed like Friday and Saturday was so far away. And in just, gosh, about half hour, I'll hit the road and drive down to Salt Lake City. I am backstage, and I got my second tan and had my little pre-stage meal, and now I'm just waiting for the time where I got to start pumping up and then go out for judging. So this is a judging in the morning, awards in the evening. So I got 2 programs to get through. I do have this one weird zit, looks like a 3rd nipple. Don't like that, but.
Watch out, we coming to your town, ready to rock out. Move over, our sound is out the box now. We ain't gonna stop till we hit it. So you gonna have to bring it.
I just had the most welcome surprise from my coach, who after the judging said, why don't you go ahead and take a free meal and see how that changes your physique. So the judging's already done. We'll just see what this does to my overall physique going into the award show tonight. With this free meal, I rolled down here to In-N-Out Burger. I haven't had one of these in a long time. So, bon appetit.
Bring it! Bonsai! Bonsai!
So this is all my B-roll footage.
What do we have to do to get up to the A-roll?
Oh, good joke. Right now.
I can't do it.
I'm back home from Salt Lake now, a little road weary, but it's right back to work tomorrow. But in the meantime, I got another medal, this time second place men's masters 40 and up. I've got 2 weeks to go now until my final show of the summer season, and that's out in Tacoma, Washington. And I've got 2 weeks to see now what I can do to dial this physique in even further. I was really proud and happy with the way I looked down in Salt Lake. I'm coming right down on it now. I've got 1 week to go until my last show of the summer. You know, one of the struggles doing multiple shows, you're living in that final stage for a long time, and those final stages are rough. So energy is running
Extremely low.
and body fat is just so low. I've got nothing to keep me warm. Yesterday I took my daughter to the water park, and every time I got in the water slide I was freezing, and then I'd get out of the water and there was just enough breeze to it turned me into an ice cube. You kind of have to find little motivators as you are this deep into things. And for me, one of those motivators was I recently got a bunch of pictures taken from my brother, who's an excellent photographer. And I also got a bunch of stage pictures back from the Salt Lake competition, and just seeing those is enough to be like, yes, okay, yeah, I looked great, and this is kind of what I was in it for. That peak physique is, it's here today, gone tomorrow. And for me, I've always been in it for the pictures, and that's what's keeping me motivated right now. Oh, Lordy. It's Father's Day, Sunday evening, and my carbs have been cut down
to 0.
For the next 3 days, I got to exist on 0 carbs, which means really no energy. I was at a family Father's Day barbecue, and just staring at the hot dogs and cheeseburgers. I left the barbecue and came down here to the gym to do 60 minutes on the stair machine on 0 energy, and it was all I could do to get through it. It's times like these where I wonder to myself,
What in the world was I thinking?
doing 3 shows. Hoi! The end is near. It is Monday before my last show, which means this is the start of peak week number 3 for me this summer. And so I've been in this stage now of extreme depletion for going on 3 weeks. And it's hard. It's hard more like on the mind and the energy levels than it is on the physicality aspect. It's just
That there is no gas left in the tank at all.
and I just got to keep my eye on the prize that comes Saturday afternoon. It'll all be over. Let's go. I'm walking to the gym for what will be my final workout. I'm not like totally burnt out, but I'm definitely ready for a break. I'm headed back to Biagio's barbershop to see what kind of haircut he can cook up for me this time.
Crazy, crazy man. Jeez, look at that hair.
Only you, Biagio. It's a Biagio original right here. Oh, Biagio's got me looking like $1,000,000 here. Finally, it is Friday, the day before my last show of the summer season. I felt like a kid waiting for Christmas, but not really in that excited way, more like in a miserable, how many more days are left kind of way. This week was...
It was a rough one.
There were 4 days where I had 0 carbs. It was tough to get those workouts in and get on that Stairmaster with 0 energy. Here in about a half an hour, I will set off to Tacoma, Washington on a 9-hour drive. I'm looking now better than I have at any of my prior shows. Your body does start to revolt a bit on you, and it just starts holding on to body fat just as a mode of survival. Tacoma, Washington. Finally made it. It was a long drive. Just finished the competitor meeting. Now I'm going to head back to the hotel, and I gotta eat a couple more meals yet tonight, and I'm running behind on those at the moment. So the plan right now is just to go back, eat a little bit, check in with my coach, and just veg out.
Turn down the lights. Turn down the lights. Lights. Turn down the lights.
And they're calling out bodybuilders who are on stage right now. We can actually watch it on that TV back there.
Turn down the lights.
Okay, judging is over and done, and this show is going straight into the finals, but they took a little intermission, so I got to eat a little bit more. I'll just gotta just wait a little bit, see how I did. I was against some big dudes, like guys that were bodybuilders in the bodybuilding class that dropped down to men's physique. It's like, come on. But not to sound like sour grapes, that's just to say that despite looking as good as I ever have in my life, I was still very small compared to some of these guys. But that's just the nature of the beast. You can't control who you're on stage against. The most you can control is what you bring to the stage, and I thought I did everything I possibly could to bring the best version of my physique that I've ever had in my entire life. 43 years old now. Now I guess I'll just go see if I won anything, and I won't be surprised if I don't, but we'll just see what happens. I am back home from Tacoma now, and I did manage to score a couple more medals. This is a 3rd place in my age group and a 4th place in the open, which is me against anybody who is my same height, regardless of age. So I just know right now I'm just really tired and extremely glad it's all done. Okay, the summer competitions are officially over. They have been over actually now for 2 weeks. Here's some of the medals that I managed to win this summer, along with this really cool trophy of this guy with better abs than I have. I feel like a normal human being again. I'm not exactly out of the woods yet because I'm just rolling straight into prep for the fall competition circuit. So there's only 15 weeks to go now until I'll be on stage again. That time will go quickly. But it's just nice to feel like mentally good again and not so drained and on edge and everything. One thing I just think is so cool about this whole process is I've never been a big guy, never been muscle bound or anything that makes people go, whoa. Not until starting this process, and I'm still, you never think you're there. it's cool to see people's reactions toward you. People do take notice of a good physique, and it's funny the amount of deference people give to you. Obviously you haven't changed at all as a person, it's just your outer aesthetics have changed, but people are just, they're much more polite and respectful, and just like everyone gives you kind of a wide berth because they're, I don't know, they just think you deserve it, I guess. I don't know, it's an interesting thing, but it's fun to be on the receiving end of that. So it's nice to not be the guy looking up to others all the time, but the guy who's being looked up to. So the physique is fleeting, but it's nice to have it for a little while. It's super fun. So anyways, I'm rambling now. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. Hang in there, everybody. If I can do it, you can too.
This is how we roll, we keep it all hood. Everybody know hood life is all good. This is how we roll, we don't play no games. This is how we roll, money, chickens, hood fame. This is how we roll, we keep it all hood. Everybody know hood life is all good. This is how we roll, money, chickens.